according to Buswana Creations Radio, according to Buswana Creations. She's here, she's beautiful, and yacaca into yobana ngumnxibisi wabantu, ngumthungi wezinto. Buswana Creations in the house. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Ntombi.
Hi, Sisanjani.
I'm blessed, thank you. Wey, khange ndiyazi banza interview umuntu omhle kangaka. Siyabulela man. Thank you so much for making time. Uze, I know you weather nayo ayivumi ncam. Kodwa you are here. Ulenzele ixesha. Siyabulela kakhulu Amandla. Amandla, kazibulisela kubaphulaphuli nababukeli beKhithimisi Radio.
Hi everyone, igama lam Amandla Buswana. I am the co-founder and director of a company called Buswana Creations. The company is a manufacturing firm. We provide uniform solutions, school uniforms for companies, and we do bespoke garments.
Oh wow.
I registered the company while I was in varsity 2014, but to fully go into entrepreneurship, I started in October. Last year.
Yes. I
went for force and I'm not looking back.
Sure, definitely. I like that.
Okay, so let me track it back.
Sure, please.
I studied fashion design and textiles at the Durban University of Technology. After matric, I went straight to varsity because I always knew Banfunandon.
Okay.
So my father's late. It's been a very long time, but I was a daddy's girl. And
okay. All right.
I remember significantly. No, let me correct you.
Okay.
He was a man of suits.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Some of his clothing he didn't buy, he made.
Nyani.
So the significance of what I'm doing right now is birthed from my childhood. I didn't have to do with my father. So in primary school, I was always the girl or drawing shy. I was very good at art, so very good at drawing and sketching.
Sure.
So I wasn't a person othandudlala kakhulu because I'm strict. If ufuna ndikuhoye, basa esikolweni.
Okay, good.
And I knew that if I want to be a daddy's girl to get his attention, I need to pass. So I was good at art and drawing, and he used to motivate me. So I remember one time, I think I was 9, if I remember. I still remember vividly. So siyameke siye kwelindiya siyocutisa le bhlukwa xa ifika phayana angayenzi ehlobo afuna ngayo ndithathe ipeni nento ndithi ndicela ukudrosha le hlobo ufuna ngalo.
Sure.
And I did that. And we went to go buy fabric that day, and we did exactly what he wanted. That was the beginning of me wanting to do designing.
Wow.
I didn't know Uguti I will understand Uguti there's clothing and textiles, and I'll do research.
Sure.
But the significance of what I'm doing was the beginning of that day. And so while I was in high school, I wanted to explore the industry, but I didn't want to let go of my high school career.
Okay.
So I went to work in retail. I didn't even tell my mom. My father was late by then. So I didn't tell my mom, but I told my mom, Hayibo Amandla. Mama ndifumene umsebenzi ndifuna ukubona uba ndizakwenza ntoni xa ndigqibe imatric. Ndafumana umsebenzi kwaGuess. I was in grade 11. I actually lied about my age. and I went to work at Guess. It was still in Hemingway's then as a casual. There were so many of us, and what I want I get. So I got the job during holidays. Nagumatric ndasebenza naseJenny Patton eHemingway's, and then I passed my matric.
Obviously above 18.
Yeah, kaloku ndaba ndimfutshane ndimngaka.
Idea man.
No, because I was very well spoken. I was very well spoken, and I came up with ideas.
Okay.
Yes. Because remember, excursion yethu ngala I think that's by 10. Amantombazana was the only one to get lamsebenzi casual. They said you're going to work full day Saturday, and how you gonna solve your retail.
Sure.
Your clients what are you gonna buy? And I sold so many items. So after matric, and then I went to go study at DUT. And I studied fashion design and textiles.
Okay.
And that's just the summary of my story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting. And I yonke la nto leyo uzama ulungisa. Ongaphosisi, you call it white lies, right?
white lies. Yeah.
And then what happened when your mother found out? Quickly.
My mom is a very chilled person. She just loved the fact that I was a go-getter because life changed when dad passed away financially.
Okay.
So nantani mpahla, and I always used to tweak my clothes to make them trendy like abanye abantwana. So I was like, hey, umama, she's a widow. I can't afford the things that I want. What can I do to make my situation better?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Daythan. Luyinxibile ezithungeni?
Yes.
Kaphakame sikubona. Ngicela nje ukubeka wedwa ekhamereni. Ima. Ukubeka wedwa ekhamereni siyibone lihambise le camera because kuzafuneka nje ithungelwe leni. Nanku. Yes. With the matching shoe.
Yeah, no, these are Zara.
Kaloku but njengomuntu wefashion ngisimboko wakho njengomuntu wefashion kaloku funeka sibone udibanise yayiva yoko sinyuke naye beautiful.
Thank you.
Yacaca uba uzola ngutata noko one timing.
Ubranto.
Ubranto. Yogoma kusho ngubranto uyayiqonda nje ngosesikom.
No, actually my father is from Swaziland, but we've never been there, but ngumXhosa, and sibaninzi kutata. We're more than 10.
Okay, why not?
More than 10. Yeah, more than 10.
Yeah.
And most of us are girls. So.
Okay. All right. And then you started last year in October. And wabuya ke ngoku in full force to say I want to focus up. Waqala phi up when you started like unokaphi because kaloku unaso skill ngoku graduate ubuyile and yonke lento yaziwa uqale phi unqonqoza okanye mhlambi khona apho uncedekele khona.
Okay, so the short summary of it, I studied my diploma at DUT. And while I was studying, as I said, I started to work while I was still in school.
Okay.
Because I wanted to and everything. So to cut the story short, I started in retail, and while I was studying in varsity, I continued in retail and I looked for different internships. So I've worked as a factory manager, I've worked as a designer, I've worked as a merchandiser, I've had a buyer internship with Retail Ability that now owns Legality and some of the place. I think they also own now Eckermans and Pep.
Oh, okay.
So I've also worked in corporate, and my biggest career break, I was working at Swissport as a national uniforms controller, and my annual budget was 12 million rands.
Yeah.
That was the biggest.
Wow, that's the biggest budget.
The biggest break.
Yeah,
you know, I was
that
was the biggest break.
Yeah.
That was even
when
you know, I was reporting directly to the CEO and the CFO, and it's an international company, but it's in the aviation.
Oh, okay,
yes.
Okay.
So that's the tweak because I was used to doing bespoke garments and ready to wear clientele.
Sure.
And I got my ends off figure 100,000.
So
1.5. And then when I was in at Swissport, that's when I got to love uniforms. Because when you are at Swissport, you are doing uniforms on a national level for the aviation industry, EPP and etc. Unfortunately, COVID hit and then I was retrenched.
Ew, man.
And then in the midst of being retrenched, I had a little baby.
What's Pascal? No COVID. Was it no sanitizer? Social distance. By social distance. Okay.
Exactly. And I was staying in Johannesburg because from Durban, while I finished graduating there,
okay.
You know. And then when I had the baby, the best decision for me to start over was to come back home. So I did. And while being here in East London, I was like, what can I do? I have my things. Let me start here. So that was the beginning. And I saw a need for uniforms here because the big guys that are here in East London are guys that have been around for more than 10 years. I don't know a black female uniform manufacturer in East London.
Sure.
And I was like, I'm going to bring it back home. Let me take it home and let me start here. So I don't have any financial help. I'm doing everything from the back of my pocket. Yeah, and see, you know, if I can't make
passion and everything. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Ndifuna nje ukuveza omnye umsebenzi wakho kumphulaphuli onoba mhlawumbe ubukele ngelixesha bayibone lento sithina ngayo uba umsebenzi omhle because sefuneka mina sendifumene umuntu ondijungela ndimazi omnye umuntu just ngale ayinxibileyo mphulaphuli. So Yeah, Amandla Buswana bangabe uyaqala uba nathi enqubeni sincokola nayo yamlandela ku-Facebook kuBuswana Creations amomkhangela ngongongoku inamba ngu-073 599 1897. That number again 073 599 1897. Amandla Buswana usisomhle ongumthungi osebenza ngerhali osebenza ngomqhaphu direct xa ndibe ngolo hlobo right usebenza ngomqhaphu senza ngomqhaphu uqinisekisa into yobana wena umhle ngolo hlobo ibali lakhe uvile i-background and so ngoku ifocus yakho Amandla is on uniforms, right?
Yes.
And so utshilo ngoba sispace apho sasigqibele khona la gama ngingafuna ulibiza kodwa yayintontoni uniform sasikhule sithengelwa phaa kuyo nathi nisekhona ne ndiyalibona
one of the big guys I was talking about.
Sure mabame kancinci ngoku mabanikezele abangenayo bapha abanye abantwana abancinci i-chance because ngoku kufuneka kusetyenziwe and kufuneka kusetyenzelwe thina mphulaphuli makhe sithethe ngale because ande ndiyibone le ndiyifunayo kwakusenzeka ntoni apha take us through.
That is a significant picture for me because that was my first fashion show. Fashion show. When you're studying fashion design and textiles at DUT, part of your graduation and your final year is to do a fashion show.
Okay.
I lost weight. I lost weight. I was always, it is difficult. You know, there's this perception that when you're studying fashion design, people think
okay.
I am a professional fashion designer. I am a fashion designer. There's a difference between a fashion designer and umthungi. Uhlala edeskeni athunge. A fashion designer, we are entrepreneurs. We look at the business side.
Great.
We look at the longevity of the course and the business itself. We don't just want to make garments. We want to have the garments spread all over. You know, there's a bigger platform here in the industry on itself.
Sure.
So I studied that, and that's why I'm where I am right now. So that picture was the first fashion show I ever had in my final year at DUT.
Wow.
And wow, it was a lot.
And as a fashion designer, you have to dress and look the part, right?
You are your own brand. You're a walking brand. So what you wear is it's like a marketing way to market yourself, to market the business. Oh wow, can you also make for me? Yes, here's my business card.
Yes. In fact, because now I'm like, what you're wearing, girl? We are chosen because it's very neat. Keith Ngesi Radio and Nabo Babukele, okay, right now, because we're live on Keith Ngesi Radio Facebook page, Keith Ngesi Radio YouTube channel. Essentially at Facebook page yake Buswana Creations. Facebook okanye ke umkhangele naphi
Instagram.
Instagram,
it's there.
Bantu baka IG ke bazawuyazi banomkhangela nimxhase ngwalapha man kwiphondo leMpuma Kapa.
Born and bred in East London.
Indawo eSilanda to specific.
Ekhaya kuseMdantsane.
Okay. Apha eNtsana ngumamni?
Ndingumamntana so picture yami umvele emthwentsele.
I'm masibuye because I want us to talk business. Sijonge into yobana kahle kahle uBuswana Creations ezinke ezinye izinto abalesele ngazo. Your vision, where to from masiqale ngayo and ujonge phi ubheka phambili.
Okay, so the name of the company again is Buswana Creations, quality with every stitch. Now, the mission is to provide uniform solutions for new entrants in the business, whatever business you're doing, whether you're a salon, whether you're a nail dresser. If you need a uniform, I'm your girl. We also do bespoke garments, so specializing for evening wear, whether it's a matric dress, whether it's a gown, whether it's a wedding, whether it's traditional. We also do that.
Sure.
And if you are a scholar and you need matric jackets, we do customization. We bring you your vision to life in a clothing and textile.
Super sis.
So give me your vision. I bring a pen. I draw it for you. You see it. I make it. You have it for life.
Yay. So nesizukulwana sizayinxiba because quality with every stitch.
Yes, but we what we do a little bit different in my company is that I want to take you to the journey of designing.
Okay.
I don't just want to make it iphelele up. I want you to give me your vision and I make it properly and ngale time frame. We also do specialization, which means if you have a budget, we work around it so that you can have what you want. But always giving quality. And our vision is to employ 100 people within 5 years from East London.
Wow. Hayi masiqhwabele izandla. Iyaqhwabisa qha izandla. The sorry, I'm looking at this beautiful garment here. You can see it looks like raw silk and with very expensive material. Kwayimitha nje ungayibhatala imali etshisiweyo. Yeah, and the way on knitting ngayo lo msebenzi kasitsho, and also turnaround time xa ubhizi uthunga something.
Okay, so this was a special order. That dress costed 26,000 rand.
Yeah.
The material, I ordered it out of the country. So that was specifically for a client of mine that was not even in the country at that time. She's an Islamic woman. She was getting married. So you can see it's quite conservative.
Yes,
So it's a bridal gown. So she needed a custom-made bridal gown, and most of it was actually hand-stitched.
Yeah, so it took me
time. Took me 3 months to do that.
But
yes. So that's what we mean when we say customization. That's what we mean when we say quality with every stitch. If it needs handwork, we have handwork. We do handwork. Even ukwenza umbhaco, we do handwork. Galandlela yesintu yakudala. So that was a bridal gown for a Islamic woman who is, obviously conservative, and she was getting married, and I was very, very honored to be able to do that.
Yeah, and naye waqonda
no, she loved it.
Uyikhuphile yonke iyabonakala isetyenziwe zange kulalwe kusetyenzwa lena. And then of course wena muntu ubukela ngeli xesha, I'm sure uyazibona ezi pictures thina ngazo, the metric jackets there nazo zikhona xa ungabe mhlawumbi ke ufuna ukwenzelwa yona. There's a picture that I'm desperately looking for, but for some reason ayifuna uvula apha kum kwi-screen. But ke ndifuna sithethe into yobana utshile ivision yakho, uzasincedisa usisi, uthethile ngevision yakho, uthethile but ukubheka phambili. Okay, kokuqala mhlawumbi mandiyenze ngohlobo mphulaphuli nawe uzoba uleqa 100. Undawoni ngoku?
Right now, permanent people, I'm only at 4.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, but temporarily people, we are looking at about 26.
Okay.
26.
Okay. So in the next 5 years.
100 permanent.
Sure.
Next 5 years, 100 permanent, with a factory in the industrial area. Pai Wusoni.
Waya kuyo wathi jonga ndilapha ku i5 years ezayo ezuphela ningafika ngapha. And iminyaka iyavuma Amandla nayo yonke nje into. Yeah, any class from any government entity?
Nothing yet, but I am trying to get a few things. I am trying to get a hold of CIDA. I'm trying to get a hold of NYDA, CZIR, and TIA.
Okay.
So I'm there because anything is machinery. Yeah, for me to get to that 5-year spec of permanent 100 people means I need a big space of being really a manufacturer.
Yeah.
And machines. Yeah.
As ngiyazibona nami angiqomba ziyancumisa xa ungabe mhlawumbi ke for ukukhupha umsebenzi onjena. So ngoku unomashini mhlawumbi abangaphi?
I have about 6 now industrial sewing machines, and then I have 2 overlockers, and then I have 1 domestic embroidery machine.
Okay. So you do embroidery as well?
Yes.
Kaloku xa uzobhala is jackets nayo yonke laa nto. Okay. Mphulaphuli uyabona nje into. And then apha kwenzekani?
Okay, so here we were having styling shoots. So we had an opportunity to style for a magazine back in Durban. So I used one of the garments that I made, which were bespoke. So we got an amazing, beautiful Albanian model to model for us, and we were styling it. And I think that category, if I remember, because it was about 5 years back, it was avant-garde. So we needed to style her, have the shoot in a proper place, and just go specifically for that magazine shoot. So the nice thing about trying to market indoors or whatever garment you have, you can tweak it, to fit whatever the spec a client wants.
Sure.
And that one was just for a magazine.
Namkuba.
Yep.
Wanji.
Yep.
Wow.
Makeup, all shoot, everything. There was like a whole team around it.
Ndiyayibona Lhoza ipati yakhe. Inhle kakhulu. Buswana Creations, quality with every stitch. Bayaqinisekisa uba yonke into icwalile. Akho nto into imbi into yobana uthi uyothatha into yakho ufike irhali zisenjeni.
Hey, Lhoza,
ufike amaqhosha ephuma okanye ufike isekula plastic material uba uzithengele ngokwakho ingekayiqala phofu uthe yiza okanye hayi nonza izabe iredi xa ufika esade sanento ethi umuntu whoever uba ngibufuna into ethungiweyo icebo yithi kuye event ikule weekend ube uyifunela u2 weeks time kwenze bungaxoxi into lento imbi kangaka.
I don't know, but I know a lot of people, there's this negativity about abantu abathunga. Remember, abetunga designers are different,
you did different.
Ukuthi abetunga always, late. They never on time. The quality is never what it wants. And coming back and bringing it home in East London, I want to change that. I want to change that from having clients at school anywhere, it's scholars wanting matric jackets.
Sure.
If they're saying lead time is 2 to 3 weeks, I try even before. If unike i-date before, you know what I mean? So that you get to trust me. And by doing right for one client, they bring other more. And definitely. I'm not in the business for business. I'm in the business for longevity.
Sure.
Bringing it back in East London. And I'm saying 5 years, 100 permanent people. We want it for life. I want to build a legacy.
Yeah. You want to build a legacy. And ke kuzofuneka uqiniseke into yobana uba ngibufuna ubuild into uzayiqala ngoku ubheke phambili uqiniseke ufocus ungaphazanyiswa nto ujonge kanye kulaa ndawo uya kuyo. Ndayithanda ke loo nto le because ke ithetha ukuthi noko so ungekho wena isizukulwane sathi ugogo Amandla ayini umakhulu Amandla waye senza lento and ke ngoku it's out there and kuthi ke mphulaphula into yobana sixhase our own daughters of the soil nonyana abantwana bomgquba kumaphupha abo ukubheka phambili. Silivile iphupha likhulu lingangokuba 100 ku5 years from now uyangathela ukuthi ngenye 5 years 100 job creation sayazi ngakumbi akafuna uyisana kweyiphi na iphondo uyifuna apha eWilsoni ungayike mhlambi uba ngaba kokude eFort Jackson but uyibona indawo uyazibona epha because into ebalulekileyo kukuyibona uyanqina apha kuyibonini.
I'm a visual person, obviously. I'm a creator, I'm a visual. I believe in manifestation. For example, I'll go test drive it knowing very well I can't afford it right now. But by having that feeling and being there and seeing it, it motivates me subconsciously to get there and work towards it. And one step, one day at a time. Eventually nizawufika now.
As long as the time frames zakho uzijongile nayo yonke into, as long as ungalumanga ngaphezulu komlinganiselo.
And just setting goals.
Sure.
Setting goals. I'm very big on, for example, with my business, I have quarterly goals. Okay. I write the quarterly goals and how I intend to get there and what are the obstacles that I'm going to meet there. And even if I don't get there, at least I would have been closer enough. And I try again. Every day we try.
Wow. Ngenxa yexesha it's 3 minutes before 9 o'clock ndicinga into yobana sizamile ukuba yonke into sikhuphele Buswana. It's BC Buswana Creations, quality with every stitch. Uyayibona nyani quality kwale enxibileyo unxiba apha esiqwini naqala. Siyabulela kakhulu ngexesha lakho. Sithemba into yobana usukela ngokubheka phambili samana sikujonga ke wenze buphinde ubuye uthi silapha ngoku hayi ngoku siku10 ngoku hayi sina 20 ngoku and we celebrate nawe every milestone ukwenza into yobana uzokwazi ukukhuthazeka nawe mhlawumbe kuzawuba khona ke nyani nenye branch ezalekayo somewhere and you become a national brand. Siyazi uba xa siphaya I know I'm wearing Buswana Creations. Yayiva. It's kind of nice, ne?
It does.
And it is nice.
It is nice. It's gonna be nice.
It has to.
It's gonna be like
definitely that. It has to. Buswana Creations, come contact again 073 599 1897 073 599 1897 lapho afumaneka khona ke uyathunga umsebenzi wakhe mhle kakhulu man ndiyawubona nam unxibile ne-pictures just a few endizibonisileyo zona ziyatsho into yobana kanene ngumntu lona osaziyo istory sakhe bangabona ke unabantwana abafuna uthungelwa I'm sure matric gowns yonke laa nto jerseys, soccer jerseys.
Even jerseys we do. School uniforms we do jerseys, we do ties, socks. We do branded jackets, even e-jackets, just let alone the matric jackets, we do branded jackets, for
such a
masipala
normal
as well.
blazer.
Yeah, we do that.
Wow.
We do custom made. We do.
Supposes ngathi suthi zami zawuthungwa apha kwaBuswana Creations ngingayiqondi ndingumuntu ophaa kulaa line. Well, but thank you so much for your time. Lishiye kakhulu ngoku it's 1 minute phambi kokuba sithi ke intsimbi yethoba, but mhlawumbi let me give you 10 seconds naba baphulaphuli naba babukeli.
I'm available at my number 0735991897. Even na Facebook, we are Buswana Creations. On Instagram, we are Buswana_creations. If you text me, send a DM message, whatever, anything uniform, custom clothing, textile related, I'm your girl.
Okona. Yeah, she's your girl. She's originally from Masipala Buffalo City, and yeah, wenza izinto ezibukwayo ngokwasemthungweni. Masithathe ixesha sibulele kuwe ke sisi ngoba ubelapha. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best. May the good Lord enlarge your tents and or your territory. Kwenza into bana untinge man. Unchu. Thank you so much. Well, usivele ke that's Amandla lo intombi umzukulwana kaba uBuswana uye ke besixokola naye apho, and njengoba sensitsho it's quality with every stitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what all the
from the states of Africa.